How is everyone? Is food good?
Yeah.
All right. So as I can't not call her Coach Peachy. I'm sorry. She'll always be Coach Peachy. Yes. So she'll always be Coach Peachy to me. But as she stated, my name is Tiara. I am a motivational speaker. I'm a published author, and I'm also a development coach. So I work with clients on personal development as well as business development coaching. And I have my books over here, but we can get into a little bit of that later. For those of you on the Instagram world, feel free to follow me at The Goal Getter. I'm very active on Instagram. I love talking to people, Instagram messages, all that fun stuff. So, and also as you post pictures of your vision board, I'd love to repost. So just tag me and I'll put them in my stories and all that fun stuff. Very excited to be here. One thing that was really interesting from when we did the activity earlier was that a lot of people who have not done vision boards. So raise your hand if this is your first vision board. Fair enough. That's fair. So I wanted to start off by going through a little bit about like what it looks like, right? The answer is it looks however you want it to look. Don't feel any pressure to look like the person next to you or what you may have seen online or anything like that. Just understand your vision is your vision. God didn't give that vision to anyone else. It's your vision. So that can look like categories where you think about like, what does my life look like financially? What does it look like spiritually? Breaking it down by categories. You can think about what are my goals? These can be long-term goals. They can be goals for this year. It also can include, as we talked about earlier, it could be your routines. What routines am I focusing on? It doesn't even have to be clothes. It could be pictures. It could be words. So my brain functions in words. It's just how my brain functions. So for me, words are easier to draw and connect with than pictures. So really think about just what do you want? And as we get into this activity, you definitely want to just focus on your board, your vision, your plans, and let it look however it looks. It's definitely a creative process. So you want to just go with what feels natural, what flows, etc. So that's step number one. Step number two, after you finish the front of your board, what I want you guys to do is think about on the back of the board, I want you to write out the how. So the front is going to be the what. What do I want? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want for my life? But on the back, I want you to think about how am I going to accomplish this? When do I want to accomplish it by? And why do I want to accomplish this goal? So that's how you take your vision board from just a board that you post on your wall and you move on and you never think about it again into an action plan. You take your goals, you give it a deadline, and you create actionable steps on how I'm gonna get there. So on the back of the board, you're gonna put, how am I gonna accomplish each of these things that I've set out for myself? And understand, sometimes creating those systems is better than just reaching that goal. Because if you say, I wanna save $100, and now you're done, that does nothing for your future. But if you say, every paycheck, I'm gonna put $25 aside, now you're creating a habit where then you can just extend it. So maybe next year you go to 50 a week, 50 a week, you focus on the routines when you're thinking about that how. Focus on who do I need to be in order to reach that goal. If you have a fitness goal, yes, you can, that's the what, but let's think about how often do I need to work out? How much water do I need to intake? What kind of food do I need to have or not have in my routine, etc. And then the third thing I want you guys to do after you're finished, I want you to pair and share and get some accountability. So pick someone in the room, share your board with them, let them share their board with you, and also ask them to hold you accountable. So when we have that action plan, there should be deadlines attached. I want you to schedule those deadlines in your calendar. I want you to be constantly reminded of what are you working towards. This is a board, yes, you should have it on your wall, but you should be reflecting on it pretty much every day. When you wake up in the morning, what am I doing today that's gonna get me closer to that vision? What am I doing every single week that's gonna move me closer to my goals? Am I sticking to those routines? And when you ask someone to hold you accountable, make sure if you don't already have it, exchange numbers and set aside a time. Like, when are we gonna follow up with each other? Do we need weekly accountability? Do we need monthly accountability? Do we need quarterly? Be honest with yourselves and say, you know what, I need you to text me every morning and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So again, step 1, let your vision board look however you want it to look. Step 2, we want to focus on how, why, and by when. And that's going to be written on the back of your board. Or on a piece of paper. Step 3, we're going to get some accountability. So having another human to hold you accountable to those goals, but also scheduling them in our calendars so that we're holding ourselves accountable as well. And then last, I do want to let you know about a couple resources that I have to help you as you create your vision and bring it to life. So the first one, as I stated earlier, I do development coaching. Personal development coaching looks like time management, fitness, financial management, self-care, you name it. Business development coaching looks like some of those things because those are foundational skills, but also we talk about branding, consistency, networking, prospecting, etc. Putting you towards the person you want to be as a business owner. And I do have free consultations, so if you want to schedule that, just let me know. I also have my books. So my first book is called 23 and Finally Loving Me. It talks about the journey to self-love, healing, growth, and development. My second book is called When Life Gives You Lemons, and it talks about like, what do you do when you actually get those lemons? How do you persevere through the challenges that life is bringing to you? And then my third book is called Life After Loss, and it speaks about surviving the grief of miscarriage, but also how do you support people through that process. So each of my books is $15, and then I'm doing a special 2 for $20. So you're welcome to do that as well. And then the last resource I have, and I'll let you guys get to your fun little boards. I'm also on a journey to give away 1,000 free digital downloads this year. So my first digital download is called Nicole's Guide to Time Management, because without time, you can't really accomplish your goals if you don't have time for them. So if you're interested in that, just give me your email address and then I'll be happy to send that to you as well. Any questions before I let you guys go? Awesome. Those of you who are doing your first vision board, do we feel a little more comfortable? Okay. Like, I don't know. Awesome. It's going to be fun, especially if you're a creative person. Vision boards is so much fun. And I'm going to sit down and join you guys as well. So definitely have fun. Make it you, 100% you. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.